All right, some big news coming in a major development here. Sources tell us that Army begins an internal inquiry that's headed by a Major General rank officer in the Nagaland firing incident. This is the latest development, even as ruckus ensues in both houses of the parliament as the opposition corners the centre over the killings in Nagaland. The Nagaland firing incident, a high-level probe, an internal inquiry will now be carried out, which will be headed by a Major General rank officer in the Nagaland firing incident. This is the information that we've got for now. Let me quickly cut across to Abhishek Balla joining us live for more. Abhishek, we're looking at an SIT probe that's already underway, but now we also see a high-level probe that will be possibly headed by a Major General rank officer. While on one side, prima facie, this looks like a case of mistaken identity. On the other hand, is there any talk of a conspiracy that could have unfolded?
Well, Nabila, a high-level inquiry that will be headed by a Major General rank officer in the Dimapur-based 3 Corps has already started, and the sequence of events are being looked into on what actually led to this firing on innocent people. Sources in the army are making it very clear that there is going to be putting things under the carpet. The army knows that a mistake has been made. It was a para-SF unit that was brought in from Assam for a specific operation because they had intelligence that cadres of NSC and KYA group are moving around in the area. When the vehicle that they spotted was coming, it was perhaps the image of a barrel that was mistaken to be some kind of a weapon. But later it's turned out that that barrel was probably a hunting rifle. So all these things being looked into. Once the army troops attacked the vehicle, 6 people were killed, 2 were injured, and the army troops that were part of the party actually evacuated them. It took some time for reinforcements to come, but these 2 people were finally evacuated in the army vehicles and finally taken to Dibrugarh in Assam, where they were facing treatment for the injuries that they had got. All in all, it's very clear that it was a case of mistaken identity, an operation gone horribly wrong, and all these aspects will be looked into by the army and also by the police, also by the SIT when they investigate this case.
Right. For now, who has the responsibility or the blame been pinned on, Abhishek? Because we know that civilians are really, really angry. You have villagers thoroughly enraged over what's happened. Any word on who is responsible? Any apologies that's come forward?
Well, the army had already put out a statement yesterday that, this action is regretted. So it's very clear that the army is taking the onus onto them, and that's the reason why a high-level internal inquiry has also been set up so that things are not brushed under the carpet. It's very clear that, that it was only the army that was part of this botched-up operation. There was no role of the Assam Rifles. There was no role of the Nagaland police. It was the special para unit that was brought in from Assam, as sources have told us, because they had some specific intelligence. But certainly there is no denying the fact that things went wrong on the ground, and an incorrect vehicle was targeted for whatever reasons. All those things have been brought on record, and as part of a procedure, inquiries will be completed, and action will have to be taken. Accountability will have to be fixed once all the procedures are over.
Right, Abhishek, we believe curfew, prohibitory orders have been imposed, also suspension of the internet around the areas. Are we looking at a really sensitive situation on ground?
Well, things have been extremely volatile for more than 24 hours now. There were clashes yesterday when an Assam Rifles camp was also attacked in the Mon district. The Mon district is a sensitive area. It borders Myanmar, and this is an area where insurgent groups they use these routes to cross over onto Myanmar. There are camps on the other side in Myanmar. So the situation obviously remains extremely tense, very volatile, and the district administration, the army, everybody that is part of that is part of the administration there, trying to make sure that things do not escalate. They're trying to reach out to locals, trying to reach out to villagers, making sure that things don't get worse from here, because already a lot of damage has been done. 6 people died in that firing incident, following which there were clashes, and 8 more people died. So a death toll of 14 civilians is obviously very big. One army Jawan was also killed. A few have been injured because in the rage, the locals, the villagers attacked the army troops. But things have been tense for a while now.
Abhishek,
and one can
do
only
stay with
hope.
us. Abhishek, stay with us. I'm going to quickly shift focus here, cutting across to some big development coming in between India and Russia. Here's some big breaking news.